guys can hear me. I'm trying to talk loudly. So we're headed to the Nashville Children's Science Museum. I think it's what it's called. And I was going to take the scenic route, but I left a little later than I was supposed to, so I want to get there as quickly as possible. This lane runs out, so let me get over. And the video may not be that long, so that's why I'm starting now, so you can kind of see where I'm driving from. So I'm headed on 65 north towards town, and you may be able to see, and any minute now my GPS may talk over me. I was going to turn it off, but I'm not quite sure of the exit, so I got to keep it going.
In 2 miles, use the right lane to take exit 82B for I-40 east toward Knoxville.
So we're behind a boring truck. Let's move over a little bit, because I was trying to show you downtown a little bit. You can see downtown coming from this way just a little bit. The famous Batman building, as we call it. It may be coming around the corner. Let's see if I zoom in without causing destruction to myself. You can see the Batman building. And let's see if I can point it out. It's that building. I can't drive and look. So again, I'm on 65 north, headed towards the town, this downtown area. And yeah, the Batman building is that big building with the two, that's the Batman building. Wait, I'm gonna find it. That's the Batman building right there. And it may, I think it's the tallest building in Nashville.
In half a mile, use the right lane to take exit 82B for I-40 east toward Knoxville.
Okay, so I'll be back. Or will I? Let's see. I might continue to record. Let's see. Lots of construction as always downtown.
Use the right lane to take exit 82B, then take exit 210C.
82B and 210C. That's the Batman building right there, guys. So it's showing me, I mean, I know like once I get onto this expressway, I think my exit will be kind of immediately coming up. Let's see here. Is it saying get off here? I think it said 210C.
Take exit 210C, then keep right at the fork.
And then keep right at the fork. Okay, I'll be back.
Keep right at the fork, then turn right onto Oak Street.
We're gonna go to, okay, don't turn yet. Okay, I put in to go to Fort Negley. Oh, I think I took a wrong.
In 500 feet, use the left lane to turn left onto 2nd Avenue South. Use the left lane to turn left onto 2nd Avenue South, then turn left.
It's taking me back around because I made a wrong move.
Take the next left, then use the middle lane to turn left onto 4th Avenue South.
We're going to go to the Children's Museum and also a place called Fort Negley, and so I'm going to go to Fort Negley first. So I'll be back. Okay, so we've arrived at the Children's Science Center. It's very nice. I've been there a few times, but over the years it's had some updates and changes, and also because of what's going on now in the country with the virus, there may be even more changes inside it, as far as how many people can be there at a time, and how hands-on you can be with the exhibits. It's very nice. I just want to show you the kind of area, the area that's around here. At night it looks nice from the expressway because that area right there lights up, and then this expressway is there. And as usual, I might be fighting the sun, so you may or may not be able to see it. There's constant construction going on around Nashville. That area, I believe, is the Gulch area, and more, that's the expressway, more building, and I guess that area there is where you can come when the weather's nice and maybe have lunch, eat over there or something. The parking is free, and let's see, I guess you can expect to spend like a couple hours inside. It's nice. Okay, I may have lost you for a second or two. I had to take off the GPS. Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna cross the street because I don't feel like walking over there actually. But you can see it from here. And if I parked in the upper parking lot, it wouldn't get me the best view. So this is put this on your list to add to your adventures in Nashville if you come. Adventure Science Center, and it's very nice. Like I said, expect to spend at least a couple of hours in there. Something to do with the kids, family time, and as I always say, welcome to Nashville. Okay, so I'm still holding the phone. So right around the corner, and too bad I can't capture it, literally right around the corner, that's my put on your seatbelt sound. Right around the corner from that children's museum is this area called Fort Negley. It's very interesting. If I was a Nashville historian, I could give you more info about it, but I am not. So I'm just gonna, oopsie, I'm just gonna park and let's see what we can see. Okay, so this is the Fort Negley Visitor Center, and we can walk to this because it's not very far. You can see the whole idea. Let's see. It's not much to look at from this perspective as far as a city, but I remember coming here a few times, and I really want to say like 3 times with my family, and I think the second and third time we found out a lot more of what there's to see because we actually ventured out and not just stayed on there's like a path that goes around the park, and then you can kind of delve into like if you go off of the straight path that goes around, you'll see, if you go up, you can see where there are places that have like where the military, the artillery was, and just trying to see how far I can go. It's really interesting. And when you come here, some good walking shoes, expect to spend, I'm gonna come over here, hold on, I'm gonna show you how it looks when you first turn into the park. Expect to have on some good walking shoes, and it may seem kind of like, you can see downtown, a part of the Gulch area actually. Downtown's a little more that way, but you can see the Gulch area. And if I was to go to the top of this hill, you'll be able to see the back of the Children's Museum. So since I'm by myself today, I don't think I'm going to do that. But this is how it looks when you turn into, when you turn into the area, the fort. It looks like this, which is so interesting, just to think of how this was, you know, so many years ago, and what it stood for, what it meant, what it means, all of those things. So let's go over here and see what it says. Let's see. Okay. And you can walk this way. Like I said, it takes an hour and a half, a couple of hours to walk, but it's very interesting. And along the way, you'll kind of see these little signs. And it's kind of like it's blended into, like when you're walking, if you don't really look, it's blending into the settings. But if you make it a point to stop and read, or to stop and look for them, you can stop and read and see what it says. That's the state capitol. It looks pretty much the same to this day. And so when you read these things, like if I was to walk in there, I think, like I said, you see the outer around trail. I think we took that the first time we came, and then we saw that you could actually go up onto the hill, and then that's when you see where the fortresses were built, and what would you call it, where the cannons would be, artillery type, you know, where they would hide. I think that's interesting when you really think about it. So let me see. Okay, looking at the paper that I got for you guys to give you more info, it says that it's closed the fort itself, I guess. And as far as, because inside you could watch it, I think it was a movie area, like a short film you could watch. And also, I'm sorry, I'm showing you all the grass. I'm trying to read and walk. Anyway, there was a short film, and there were some pictures and things you could see inside, and some more reading you could do. It says currently closed due to disrepair. So I know they want to make it look nicer. There's a gravel trail. There's an interpretive panel. I think those are the things I'm talking about. You see, and then you if you really pay attention to what they are, you'll learn some history. Okay, over there, I believe is where they're going to build the soccer stadium, I believe. And there's supposed to be lots of construction going on over there. I think that's the area. I'm pretty sure. And one day, maybe even next week, I'll come and walk over here and see. I just wanted to get out today. We've had a week of snow here in Nashville. Lots of snow, so much snow that we haven't seen in the past few years, in a long time. So it was fun seeing the snow, but it was very, very cold, and we couldn't get out and about. So now that it's a sunny day, it's 50 degrees, so you see people with short sleeve shirts and shorts because it's so warm compared to how it was last week. So again, if this is Fort Negley, and over the hill you can see the back of the Children's Science Museum. And if I was to go up there, it's an interesting look to see that, because you can see more of the city. But okay, you've convinced me. I'll walk up a little bit. If I can't see it from this area, then I'm not going to worry about it too much. But it's a nice day out, so pretend through me like you're visiting Nashville. We'll welcome you. And really add this to your list of places you might want to see, especially if you're someone interested in the history of Nashville. And let's see, I'm going to walk so that you can see. I think that's 65 expressway down there. I think. And that's some, look at all of this. Okay. Batman building to the right. Like you see the cone sticking up, the Batman building, it's to our left of it, and that cone shape is the top of the Children's Adventure Science Museum. How come I can't get the actual name of the place right? And we just saw it. And so you leave there and you come around the corner, and then you come to where I am. You just ride down the street, and then you come to the opening of Fort Negley, or you leave Fort Negley and you come around, just around the corner, literally around the corner, and you have the Children's Science Center. I promise in the title of the video, I'm walking too fast. In the title of the video, I'll have it correct. If I walk so fast, I'm so sorry guys, I'm making you dizzy. Okay, if I walk slower, I bet you won't be dizzy. Okay, let's scan out a little bit. Someone's coming. Oh, she just walked around, so it must not be that long of a walk around. So I have to come. I don't have on my mask to pull up. I think she was somewhat upset about that. Sorry. So I can pull my clothes over my face. I didn't really think anyone would be out here. So once again, those buildings, someone from Nashville would know. That building with the white little spaceship looking thing on top, there was something on television a while ago about people who are, born and raised in Nashville, and they said what it was, and I think it was a big deal when it was built. I know it's a hotel. And I think I know it's a hotel. And I think it was a big deal when it was first built. And so you kind of see this Nashville skyline. It may be small compared to some cities, or maybe big compared to some cities. People putting on masks, and I don't have my mask because I'm just jumping out of the car. Hi. Okay, so if I went up there, it's very interesting because that's where you can see where when there was the fighting going on, that they would have this hill and they could see. Just think of this, the idea that all of that was just open land, and all around them. So if they're located up high, they can see what's coming up to them. And I'm not going to go much further because then I'll be making a whole loop around. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to give you an idea of 2 new things to add to your list of what you can check out when you come to Nashville, which is Fort Negley and the Children's Adventure Center. And that area again, I think, is the Gulch. And I've shown that before. One day we're going to get out and we're going to do a walking tour of the Gulch and some other areas as the weather gets nicer. And I have to get out earlier because traffic here can be, it's not horrible, but it can be irritating depending on what day you get out and about. Okay. Thank you guys for checking me out again. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please, and leave me a comment. I think I've said before, leave me a comment of stuff you want to see. I'm probably going to get to, I have a whole list of places I want to show you, but in case I forgot, or if you want me to hurry up, you gotta tell me. Okay.